Hello everyone and welcome to Michael Phillips, episode 2. At the end of episode 1, a man had just agreed to speak to Celia the following day. It's interesting though, although this man clearly speaks reasonably good English and is a very experienced scammer, every time he tries to be clever or tell Celia what he's done, he almost shoots himself in the foot. He never actually gets it 100% right. I have hopes that this man might turn into a series, and so I was just letting him chunter along to warm him up. Obviously he thinks he's warming up his victim. And spoiler alert, because I'm coming back to edit the beginning of this video, he didn't turn into a series. Most of this video, as I said, is just chit-chat, but if you'd like to hear one of my girls really letting rip at a scammer, you're going to enjoy the end. Hello, said Celia, I just stopped for my lunch. I don't expect you to be here. I know you aren't online at lunchtime, but I'm really looking forward to calling you when I get home this evening. Hello, I just got home. Oh dear, you aren't here. That's a shame. Maybe I'll call you tomorrow instead. I was really excited to talk to you. Hello, dear. Good evening. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it for the call today. I was really looking forward to it. I'm really sorry. This was at 6:20. And she hasn't even tried to call him yet. I met up with a few people I work with. Today being Friday, we had an evening out. I think our man was a little confused with time differences at this point. My daughter often spends the weekends at her friend's. I just got in a few minutes ago, and I need to freshen up. I'll be with you shortly. I'm not sure where this man thought he was. Okay, let me know when you're here. No need to freshen up. I just want to talk to you. And so, he called her. Oh, there
Hello.
you are.
Good evening.
Hi there, nice to hear you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I just told you I'm fine, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So what have you been doing today?
Today was quite a busy day. I went out with a few people I work with, and afterwards we went to a bar.
Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Hello?
Oh, hi there. I tapped on, well, accidentally my finger touched something on the screen and I don't know what happened. I managed to cut you off. Sorry about that.
Okay, not a problem. No
Yeah,
problem. I understand.
yeah. You were telling me what you've been doing today.
So I just went out with a few people I used to work with, a few of my friends. We had a few conversations, and afterwards I went to a bar and with my friends, and we had a few drinks, and then I came home. It's Friday, so had to let loose a little bit.
That was a bit early, wasn't it? Why didn't you go out in the evening?
Well, we just had to discuss some important things in the afternoon. Then we just went out in the evening afterwards.
But
And
it's
I was
only
eager to speak with you, so I wanted to come home early.
right, okay. Wouldn't call that
Yeah.
evening, but anyway, whatever. So
Okay. What about you?
were you talking to them about work?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Work, mostly work.
Does that mean that you're going to get a new contract?
Probably. We're working on that. We're working towards that.
Oh, exciting. Do you know what it's going to be or where?
Not certain, but it's most likely going to be in the UK. I don't intend on working outside the country anytime soon.
All right. Oh, there's one
Yeah.
of your dogs.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
The Frenchie.
All right.
Yeah. How's your day been? What have you been up to today?
Oh, well, we've been busy. I think I told you yesterday, didn't I, that we're going to be doing spreadsheets for the next few days because the applications for the university for September closed on Wednesday. So
Oh,
we
okay.
have large numbers of spreadsheets that we have to populate.
Okay. Okay.
So by the time I get home from work for the next few days, I shall be cross-eyed. Oh, hello, dog. Clearly doesn't want to be ignored, does he? Or she?
Of course, doesn't like it. Likes a lot of attention.
Yes, I can tell. Jealous that you're talking to someone else. So it would
So,
be
have you
lovely
had
to
your
meet.
dinner today?
It would be lovely to meet you one weekend. I could come over to Manchester, or you could come over to Durham. It's only a couple of hours on the train.
I think it would be better if I come over, maybe sometime soon. Would love to meet you as well.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. But it would have to be at the
Yeah,
weekend because obviously I'm working during the week.
yeah, of course. Has to be on the weekend as well.
Yeah, you can come over for the day.
Look forward to it.
I'll show you around Durham, show you the cathedral, show you the castle.
I would love that.
Because you did say you like archaeology and old buildings, didn't you?
Yeah,
So I'm sure you'll love. Well, I'm sure you'll love the city centre.
look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, you could bring your daughter if you wanted.
Well, on the weekend, she's mostly with her friends, and she would consider that rather boring. So maybe not.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, 14.
Yeah, and so
I
we'd
get
have
you.
time to ourselves.
Yes, I get you.
Yeah,
Oh, it would be lovely to meet you. I'll look forward to that.
yeah, I've thought about that as well. Would be really nice meeting you in person.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah,
So, do you know what this new contract's going to be for that you might be getting?
not exactly sure. Probably complexes like an office complex or something, a
Oh,
building.
right. And do you know where? I mean, you
Yeah,
must have some idea, otherwise it's just pie in the sky.
it should be in London. Most likely, it's going to be in
All right,
London.
right.
Yeah,
I suppose there's a lot of building goes on in London, isn't there?
yeah,
I very rarely go there. It always seems so far away to me.
yeah. I mostly go there for work.
Yeah. Mind you, I think you've got better trains from Manchester to London than we have.
Probably.
Well, almost certainly. And cheaper fares. How long does it take to get from Manchester to London?
Not exactly sure. A few hours, not too long. A few hours.
Yeah. I think it's about 4 hours from Durham, something like that. I haven't done it for a long time.
Yeah. Do you often drive around when you travel? Do you often drive or use trains?
Well, oh, I drive, but if I'm driving down to London, there's no point in driving, is there? I mean, you wouldn't want to drive into the centre of London, would you? It costs you too much. You've disappeared. Oh dear, said Celia. You disappeared. I'd better go and cook some dinner. I couldn't hear you any more. All right. It was lovely to hear your voice today. And you, she said. All right. I guess we'll talk later. Hello again. I'm going out soon, said Celia, because I couldn't be bothered to spend the evening chit-chatting to him. There's a late-night performance in the cathedral at 9:30 p.m. There was also one at 7:30 p.m, which I'd have preferred, but it was too early for my friends. I'd hopped on the Durham Cathedral website to see if there was anything on, and there was. So we're going to this piano performance. It's going to be by candlelight, so it should be lovely. This is where we're going, if you're interested, she said, and I sent him one of those dodgy tracking links. I kicked myself afterwards, because I should have started by sending him sensible links to warm him up. But, sadly, he didn't click on it anyway. OK, well, have fun. Hope to speak with you again soon. I did wonder at the time whether I might have put him off, but I don't think so. Good morning. That concert was a bit weird, but it was fun. There weren't many people there, so we were sitting near the front. OK, great that you had fun. How has your morning been? Oh, hello. I'm doing a lot of cleaning today. By now it is Saturday. I've just taken down the curtains in the living room and I need to wash, dry and iron them. I think I'll clean the carpet in the living room as well. OK, a domestic day for you. When you're free, let me know so we can chat. The first set of curtains are in the machine and I've cleaned the inside of the windows to stop for a coffee. What are you doing today? Good evening, my dear. How are you doing? Hello, I'm just having dinner. I got all the curtains in the living room washed, ironed and hung up again. My arms are aching, so I'll have a good soak in the bath later. What did you do today? All right. Well, that's a productive day. It was. I was hoping to clean the carpet too, but the supermarket didn't have any machines for hire. I'll try again tomorrow. And in reply to her asking him what he did, he said he tried. He really does try. Made some repairs in the house, the kitchen plumbing system and a slight break on the wall. Changed some light bulbs and had some time to relax as well. That was good, although I'm not sure what you mean by the kitchen plumbing system. Actually, What do you mean? Okay, the pipe's under the kitchen sink. Okay, said Celia, so annoying when you get a leak there. Yeah, very unbearable. Good thing I'm handy. Are you handy at all? Not really. My husband used to do those things. But it isn't hard to find a plumber or a tradesperson when I need one. We have several at the university who'll do a little extra work. Okay, that's great. By the way, happy 1st of the month. It was the 1st of February. Okay, thank you, said Celia. You're welcome. Looking forward to all the possibilities of the new month. The month of love. In Greece, they say Kalomina. Are you getting ready to go to bed? Hi again. I'm just chilling with a glass of wine and listening to a live YouTube broadcast. I was hoping he was going to ask which one, because I would have pasted him a genuine link, but he didn't. Sounds relaxing. It is. Great! I think I'll go listen to some music before I go off to bed. Okay. Good morning, said Celia the following morning. It's a lovely sunny morning here. I think I'm going to go for a drive into the Dales. That should be great. Have you had breakfast yet? This was 10 o'clock in the morning. Of course I have. Do you know what time it is? I'm just making some sandwiches to take with me for lunch. What are you doing today? I thought as much. Do some laundry today, and later on pick my daughter up. This man's obsessed with doing his laundry. It's one of the few things that he can think of. Is that all? You never seem to do anything very much. If anything else pops up, I'll take care of it and I'll let you know about it. You have 2 dogs, remember? Don't you ever put them in the car and take them anywhere interesting for a walk? I'm mostly free these days because I'm not working on any projects presently. I know, so you have plenty of time for other things. You love old buildings and archaeology. Don't you take your daughter anywhere interesting? Or go out for the day yourself with the dogs? Those are things I do regularly, so it's just part of my daily life, not a big deal. And doing the laundry isn't. On holidays, he said, in reply to her asking if he took his daughter anywhere interesting. But school's in session now. It feels as if I tell you everything about my life, and you just ask silly questions like, have you had breakfast? And in reply to him saying school's in session now, she said, not at weekends. So I'll stick to just following your lead and telling you silly stuff, but not telling you about my life. Don't see why I should tell you all about myself if you won't do the same. So, have you had breakfast? I'm just going to make a flask of coffee. Oh, whoops, I said I wasn't going to tell you the details of my life, didn't I? From now on, when you ask about what I've been doing or what I plan to do, I'll just go ahead and say everything to make you more comfortable. I'm just very used to having a private life. I don't mean to hold back. We'll see, said Celia. I'm going out now. I'll probably be back mid-afternoon. Okay, talk later. Good evening. I just got home. I called in to see a friend I hadn't spoken to for ages. She doesn't live in Durham City anymore, but I drove past her house, so decided to stop and see if she was home. Okay, great. Seems like you had a nice day. Well, for me. After I did laundry, I bathed my dogs, cleaned up a bit, and went to go pick up my daughter. I made some dinner before going to pick her up, potato pancakes, and we had it when we got back. This is a sort of grown-up child telling you what they've done for the day, isn't it? Have you told your daughter that you're talking to me? Good evening. Yes, I've told her I'm talking to someone special, and she's supportive of it. That's kind of her, said Celia. Indeed, I'm really excited about it. So what are you doing now? I got distracted, said Celia, because I couldn't be bothered to tell him. I think I'm going to go to bed and watch a video. Good night for now. All right, you two have a lovely night rest. Good morning. Good morning, said Celia. I've just stopped for a tea. I think it's going to take us all week to make up these spreadsheets. All right. My day has been great. Went for an early morning run, did some meditating, went to the mechanic to make slight repairs in my car and did some work on proposals. Made dinner a few minutes ago and I'm about to have it. My favourite spaghetti. Have you had yours? Hello. I'm just having it now. Okay. Hello, darling. How's your evening going? Hi there. Just been pottering round the house. You know how it goes. Indeed I do. I'm feeling really excited. Been feeling so for a while now. Oh. Why? Honestly, it's just since we started speaking, I feel more excited and calm and more relaxed. The depressive states I used to be in have adversely changed. Our man likes using words, even if he doesn't know what they mean. Good morning, rise and shine, he said the following morning. Good morning, said Celia. I've just stopped for a quick break. I'm sorry your depressive state has adversely changed. Maybe you should find a counsellor. All right. You misunderstood my message. That phrase beloved of all scammers when they've typed the wrong thing. When I said adversely changed, I meant it no longer happens, which I would say is positive for me and negative for the depression itself. I didn't misunderstand, said Celia. I read what you typed. If your depression no longer happens, that isn't adversely changed, is it? If you're going to use fancy words, look up their meaning first. My mistake. I typed in a hurry because I didn't respond to you early. OK, but you still tried to justify your mistake. Not really cool, was it? I meant drastically reduced. My mistake. OK. My apologies. You're forgiven. All right, thanks. I'd better go back to my spreadsheets. All right, have a nice day. Talk later. I'm on my lunch break now. I'm going to go to one of the staff canteens to meet a friend / colleague for lunch, but of course our man wasn't there. Hello, good evening. How are you doing? Hi there, I'm just waiting for dinner to finish cooking. OK, what did you make? It's just a portion of lasagna that I had in the freezer. I did some roast vegetables to go with it as I had the oven on. What did you have? OK, I had French toast. I didn't feel like eating much today. French toast? Said Celia. Not sure what you mean, because in England that can be two very different things. It's a dish. Sliced bread, dips in eggs and milk. Haven't heard of it? Or you just don't call it that? I don't call that French toast, said Celia. We always called that eggy toast. Did you not make a proper dinner for your daughter? OK, I see. I always think of French toast as the dried cracker things you buy in boxes. I can't think what they're really called. Like mini slices of bread. Here they are. Here's a screenshot from the Tesco website. And they call it French toast. We both had it. She also didn't feel like eating much because we already had takeout earlier, and you'll notice that a few times this man forgets that he's got a daughter. Earlier? About 4 in the evening. How weird, Celia. What's weird about that? So when you said I didn't feel like eating much today, you meant you'd already had dinner. Very early for dinner. Pretty much. I suppose I have to ask, as you live in Manchester, United or City? The Red Devils, are you a big football fan? I don't like football at all. I don't even know which are the Red Devils. The Red Devils is United. You learn something new every day, said Celia. So you're not into any sports, or is it just football? Not really interested in sports, she said. Indeed we do, he said, in reply to her saying you learn something new every day. Did you do anything interesting today? I went golfing with some of my business associates today, you. What do you think I was doing? Where'd you play golf? Worsley Golf Club, he said, hastily looking up a local one. Your spreadsheets. Well done. I assume all your business associates are also unemployed. Well, if you'd like to call it that, then you might as well do so. Ha, said Celia. Hi there, darling. It's getting late now. I'd best go off to sleep. Have a lovely night rest, love. Talk to you tomorrow. And you can see he copied and pasted that because of the way the lines are spaced. Good morning, said Celia. Morning, I just got back from a morning run about to head into the shower. This was 8:34 a.m. Oh, you went out and left your daughter on her own. That's not very kind. I wouldn't have dreamed of leaving my Dan to get ready on his own at that age. Does she walk to school? Of course our man realised what he'd done. Yes, she does. I walked her to school before going for the run, same route. If you say so. I doubt if the school would even have been open. The school opened at 8 a.m. I have a rather punctual daughter. Dropped her off and went for a 15-minute run. I presume you're getting ready for work now. Yes, I am, said Celia. Just need to brush my teeth. OK, well, do so. Have a lovely day ahead. I guess we'll talk later. Yes, bye for now. I just got home, she said that evening. I think I'm getting a cold or flu. I just fancied adding a bit of variety for once in my life. I had neither. I had a kidney infection instead. So I was dosed up with antibiotics. I might stay in bed tomorrow and work from home. I'm sure my colleagues in the office don't want whatever it is I've got. OK, sorry about that. Are you on medication? I swear that all Nigerian scammers, if you tell them you've got a cold, the first thing they say is, have you been to the doctor? Or are you taking medication? Something that in the UK we're told not to do. The doctors have better things to do than tell you that you've got a virus. They don't want you, because they don't want you to be spreading it, and you just need to rest until the virus is gone. They only want to see you if you're getting complications. OK, that's a good idea, he said, about staying home. Good evening. Good evening. How's your health? Do you feel any better? Not really. I have a headache, a sore throat, and I keep sneezing. Probably a good thing that we didn't arrange to meet up this weekend. I'd have been sneezing. I'm sorry. Have you tried any medication? I've taken a couple of paracetamol for my headache. What else do you suggest? Sleeping pills, he said very unhelpfully. Could help you rest better, and maybe you'll feel better in the morning. Sleeping pills? Said Celia. Where would I get those from? Thought you'd have some left over, and unfortunately you can't get some without a prescription. You've got to give our man his due. I suspect he'd googled that. Left over from what? I haven't taken any since my husband died, so that's your only helpful suggestion for what I could take. Oh, I see. Try inhaling steam from boiling water. That could really be helpful during a cold. Oh, that's a good idea, said Celia. I'll try it. Good evening. Did you try it? I'm going to bed now. Hope you have a great night and feel better in the morning. Hello. Yes, I did. I think it might have helped a bit. OK, great. Glad I could help. But I need to go to sleep now. Good night. Good morning, love. How are you feeling today? A bit rough. I decided to work from home. I have a horrible cough this morning. OK, sorry about that. Hopefully you'll feel better in the evening. If it persists, you might have to go see a doctor. I don't think the doctor would want me spreading my virus. I don't think it's a virus, said our medically trained scammer. And even if it is, where else would you go to? You don't think it's a virus. What do you think it is? And I'd stay at home in bed. Why would the doctor want to see me, or do they work differently in Manchester? Could be a fever. A fever means you have a temperature. It doesn't tell you what's causing it, does it? Well, you can't be sure what's causing it on your own. Grow up. Are you one of those people that wastes the doctor's time every time they cough? I bet that every time you do that, they tell you to go home, go to bed, drink lots of fluids and take painkillers if you need them. I said if it persists. No wonder it's so difficult to get an appointment to see a GP, said Celia, and copied where he'd said, well, you can't be sure what's causing it on your own. He repeated what he'd said about if it persists, you might have to go see a doctor. Well, it started yesterday. I don't care what's causing it. It doesn't have to have a name. Imagine if everyone in my department fetched up at the doctor because we've all got it. All right, if you say so, said our man. Dear, said Celia early that evening. I fell asleep an hour ago. I just woke up. OK, feeling any better? Not yet. OK, so you'll still have to work from home tomorrow. Try doing that boiling water remedy again today. Should help. I'll probably stay at home tomorrow and Friday. Sounds like whatever it is infecting a lot of people at the university. Oh, well, if it's spreading that wide, it might as well be a virus. Of course it is, said Celia. Well, just look after yourself and keep me updated on your health condition. I haven't asked you which school your daughter goes to. Our man's going to tie himself in knots, as usual. I know most of them. The schools worldwide are where our students come from. Manchester Junior Girls' School, he tried. Why does she go there? Said Celia. She's 14. They take girls up to 13. It's her last year there. She's 14. Try again. How do you mean? After her mum's passing, she wasn't in school for some time, so she's a little behind. If you say so, said Celia. Yeah, so have you had dinner? Not yet. I don't feel hungry, have you? OK, I just finished mine. I had some pie. Don't you mean we had pie? Sometimes it almost sounds as if you forget that you have a daughter. Of course I didn't forget, since we're talking about ourselves. I just made it singular when conversing with you. Good evening. Good morning. How was your night? Hope you slept well and hope you're feeling better. Busy day ahead. I'll get back to you later. Have a great day. Good morning, said Celia, because I was late getting up. Would you believe I just woke up? I couldn't get to sleep for ages last night because I was coughing. Doesn't seem to be so bad this morning. That's good, he said. At least the cough is better. That's a sign you're recovering. Hello. Yes, the cough's much better, thanks. I might go into work tomorrow. I'll see how I am in the morning, said Celia. This was 5:30 on Friday. Yes, I was confused. I'll tell you why in a minute. You're welcome. I thought you only go to work on weekdays. ROFL. Maybe I'm not quite as well as I think I am. Confused or what? I'm sure I'll be fine by Monday. Maybe so. OK, great. Definitely so. Yesterday I was convinced it was Wednesday. I hate it when that happens. Every day's the same when you don't go to work. Don't you find that happens? It happens sometimes. Not doing any form of work for long periods. Every day just seems like a repeat of the last. In my case, just 2 days, said Celia. But I had quite a high temperature yesterday. I think that's why I was confused. You said you were busy today. Could as well be, he said in reply to her saying the temperature might be why she was confused. Yes, I went for a meeting today, and you know you want the full details, and I'm not trying to be reticent, but don't want to say anything till it's all finalised. I think we might be starting to get somewhere, guys. Oh, that sounds exciting, said Celia. Yeah, it is. So, what are you up to now? Nothing much, said Celia. I'll go and make some dinner soon. I'm starting to feel hungry. What are you up to now? OK, going to freshen up. In fact, now you've said it, I might just treat myself to some fish and chips. You're going out, she said in reply to him saying he was going to freshen up. Tasty! No, been a long day. Need to take a long shower. OK. Bye for now. Hi, love. How are you? Hello again. I'm feeling better, thanks, said Celia later that evening, but still a bit tired. I'm going to make a hot chocolate and go to bed. OK, that's good news. I'm also getting ready to go to bed. Have a great nice rest. Good morning, said Celia the next day. It's a bit overcast here this morning, but I need to get out for some fresh air. All right. Good morning. So should I take that as you being well now? Definitely a lot better, thanks, she said. Still got a bit of a cough, but that's all. OK, that's a good thing. Wasn't serious after all. Who said it was, said Celia. It was just whatever virus is going round locally. I thought it was. All right, so you'll be back to work on Monday? Of course. All right, that's good. Are you going to do anything interesting this weekend, she asked. Nothing planned. Still have some meetings to attend to today. What about you? I went for a drive and a short walk this morning. It was a bit overcast, but not so cold, she said. This was 5 o'clock on a Saturday evening. OK, I walked the dogs this morning, he said. Also bathed them, did some cleaning and went for a drive as well. My daughter's at her friend's, as she often is during the weekends. A bit later, Celia messaged him again. Oh dear, she said, I may go quiet for a while. I didn't realise because of the cold, but I have a kidney infection. The duty doctor thinks I need to be admitted to hospital, and so off I personally toddled to A&E at my local hospital, because I do have a kidney infection. What I didn't realise, after I'd spent all night there, was that I also have pneumonia, and I had no idea. However, they let me go, gave me some intravenous antibiotics and some oral antibiotics, and I'm back recording this video. So, we'll see how it goes. Good evening, he said on Saturday evening while I was still in hospital. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it can be over with quickly. I would really miss not chatting with you, love. Good morning, babe. What's going on now? I just got home, said Celia. I really did spend 19 hours in A&E. After some intravenous antibiotics, I'm feeling a lot better, she said. OK, babe, that's great news. I thought you'd end up being in the hospital for a long time. It's great that you're better now. It should be fine, she said. They gave me some antibiotic tablets to take as well. OK, babe, I'm really glad. I got scared for a second there. It could be serious. Good morning, love. How are you feeling today? He said on the Monday. Good morning. I'm fine today, thanks. I'm back at work. Just got to keep taking the tablets. All right, that's great news. All right, good. Well, have a good day. We'll talk later, love. Good evening, love. How's your day been? Good evening. I'm just about to cook some dinner. We're done with all the spreadsheets, she said. Back to the usual routine of talking to schools around the world who want to send us students. Did you have a good day? All right, that's good. My day has been OK, thanks for asking. How's your health now? Feeling much better, I presume? Oh, yes. I'm much better now, thanks. OK, that's great news. What are you having? Probably baked potato and sausages. What are you having? I had mashed potatoes and chicken. Sorry for the tardy reply. Got a little caught up. Life happens, said Celia. So what are you up to now, babe? Kick back and relaxing? Good morning. I've just had breakfast. All right, love. I had mine as well and went for a morning run. Heading out shortly. How are you doing? But by then, Celia was at work. Good evening, babe. Have you had a good day? Good evening, she said. Yes, I did, thanks. I spent most of it in meetings with the college principals. Did you? Yes. My day was good, thanks for asking. How are you feeling health-wise? I'm fine now, said Celia. That's good to know. Any particular reason? She said, in reply to him saying his day was good. So how's your evening going? Had dinner yet? Just cooking it. To save you asking, it's some vegetable lasagna. And in reply to her asking, was there any particular reason why his day was good? He said, not exactly. It was just a good day. A regular one. Remember that. As I say, this is a Tuesday. Went for a morning run, did some work, and we just finished having breakfast. Sorry, dinner. Ha ha, said Celia. Okay, healthy, in reply to the vegetable lasagna. What work were you doing? She asked. Doing some paperwork. Nothing specific. You're having a busy evening? Well, I guess it's good night. You and that paperwork, replied Celia a bit later, that no one anywhere does these days. Good night. I nodded off on the sofa, woke up and realised how late it is, so I'm going to bed now. He sent some laughing faces. All right, have a good night. Good morning, babe. Hope you had a great night. Good morning, I did, thanks. You? I did too. Off to work already? Not yet, just having breakfast. To save you asking, it's porridge. All right, well, I hope you have a good day. I'll chat later in the evening with you, babe. There's something I want to tell you, he said, on the Wednesday morning. I'll do that later in the evening, babe. Sounds intriguing, she said. All right, babe, have a great day. Good evening, she said. Evening, love, how's your day been? Had something on my mind all day. I want to tell you about it. Sorry, a friend rang. What is it? It's okay, babe. Oh, does that mean you aren't going to tell me? I told you earlier that I was beginning to develop feelings for you, and I was so delighted when you told me it's the same for you, and I've been thinking about it ever since. I really do have strong feelings for you, and after much thought, I can confidently say that I love you. It's happening so quick and is also fascinating, but I know it's real and I'm glad I feel it. I just really want us to be an actual couple. You might do, pal, but I don't think so. I used to feel depressed and sad, but nowadays, thinking about you, I feel much better. When I used to listen to love songs, no one came to my mind, but now, when I listen to them, you're all I think of. It's a bit early, but love has no bounds and doesn't give warnings. I don't know what to say, Cecilia. We have to meet. Can you come to Durham at the weekend? Remember, they're only a few hours apart. He shot himself in the first foot there. I do feel we have to meet, and we will meet eventually. I'll find time to come see you, love, but we should make this official now, as we already have such good connection and strong feelings for each other, babe. When we meet in person, our connection would be so good, my love. It's just so wonderful how we've grown on each other and have such strong feelings for each other already, babe. His mistake, of course, was claiming that he lives in England when he was talking to an English potential victim. You have plenty of time, said Celia. You're not working. Just come over for the day, please. If you remember, babe, I told you there was something ongoing, so that's keeping me quite busy, my love. But I promise, babe, when I find the time, I'll come see you, my love. I'm also very eager to come see you, babe. Seems like you slept off, love, he said when she didn't answer. No, you didn't tell me there was something ongoing. You usually do nothing at the weekends, apart from going to the gym. I could come and see you. Why don't I come over on Saturday afternoon? I could get to Manchester by 2 p.m. Will you meet me in the city centre? If so, which station should I come to? It'll be so exciting to meet. We can just have afternoon tea somewhere, then I'll come home. Just looked at the trains, which I did, because get your scam right, which the scammers never do. There aren't any direct trains on Saturdays. I think it'd be quicker for me to drive. We could meet somewhere in the centre of Manchester. Let me know where you'd like to meet. How exciting! Or we could meet somewhere outside Manchester. Which would be easier? Good morning, babe. Good morning. I'm hanging around waiting for a group of visitors to arrive so I can show them round the university. But they've got caught in traffic and they get to be late. I told you earlier that I'm working, said our scammer, starting to panic. No, you didn't. You don't work. This is what you did last Saturday, she said, copying where he'd said I walked the dogs this morning, also bathed them, did some cleaning and went for a drive as well. My daughter's at her friend's, as she often is, during the weekends. I told you earlier that I'm working and can't leave my workplace now because I've signed in and I won't be permitted to come out from my job. It's against the policies here. It's very difficult for anyone to come see me here as well, said our man, shooting himself in the other foot. That's an obvious lie, said Celia. You don't have a job. So all that stuff about having feelings was just fake. Celia's about to let rip at him. And now you're pretending to have a job in Manchester when we both know you don't, and no job in Manchester has policies that prevent you leaving. Please don't tell me such ridiculous lies. If you don't have feelings and don't want to meet, just tell me. That would be a clear breach of your human rights. My visitors have just arrived. I'm not working a regular day job, I'm working on a contract in a site. That doesn't change the fact that you have to have proper working conditions. If you don't understand what I mean, then you should say so instead of calling me a liar. Good evening, love. Hope you had a good day. Babe. Good morning, my love. Happy Valentine's Day. Celia let rip at him. I understand what you mean perfectly. You've told me every day what you did, and not once did you mention anything other than paperwork, so I know that pretending you're on a contract is a big fat lie. I have no idea why you're lying, but I don't want anything more to do with you. I hate men that lie, and try to make pathetic excuses while claiming they don't lie. We both know you're just a low-life lying toad. Goodbye. All that rubbish about not being permitted to sign out when you've been taking your daughters to school and going for a run each day. Now go and tell your lies to someone else. I won't have you insult me in such manner, love. It's a beautiful thing. But with someone like you, it's going to hell. You feel you have opinion about someone's life from the little you know. I think it's best we stop this conversation here. Go away, lying, low-life toad, said Celia. Remember what you were doing on Tuesday, she said, pasting where he'd said doing some paperwork, nothing specific, and had started with I've had mine as well and went for a morning run, heading out shortly. How you doing? I told you earlier. I didn't want to tell you what was going on until it was done. Then your mate took over typing, Cecilia. Didn't bother to read what you said, and magically decided he was on a non-existent contract, presumably hoping I wouldn't notice that you'd magically gone from being unemployed to being on some ridiculous fake contract where you can't leave. You live in Manchester. Manchester. No one in Manchester is employed in a job they can't sign out from. How stupid do you think I am? You're just making pathetic excuses for not meeting me tomorrow. And that was the best, most idiotic, ridiculous, scammy excuse you could think of. Like, really? You could have invented an interview you had to attend in London. I might have believed that. Or having to visit your sick mother who'd been admitted to hospital. But instead, you make up a totally nonsense story that even you must know is so ridiculous that no one would believe you, because no such contract exists in Manchester. You're just an idiotic, low-life, moronic failure at scamming, Mogo. I know where you are, really. We both know it's a long way from Manchester, and the weather there is a lot hotter, which explains why you kept forgetting you have a daughter, because you don't. So I'll give you one opportunity to be honest. One opportunity. Are you in Lagos or Abuja? My guess is Lagos. And so, our man came up with that old excuse, which most scammers no longer use. You have no idea what life is like down here, living in your big country with skyscrapers all built from wealth. Your people have been stealing from us for centuries. Maybe if your government wasn't hell-bent on stealing from my people, I wouldn't have to do this to survive. Cracker coloniser! Go get your own resources, colonising, enslaving, Caucasoid thieves! Ha ha, tried Celia. You admit to being a lying, thieving scammer. Nice work, pal. But if you're looking at the screen, you'll see. By then, you'd have the good sense to block her. And so that was the end of Michael Phillips. And if the person that you're talking to online starts telling you stories that just don't add up, just think very carefully about who you might be talking to. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.